How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Wednesday, April the 30th, 2025. It's your man Big D, and I'm back with another one. I want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land for continuing to show support to my son and I. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, have y'all heard about what's been going on in these streets? Have you heard that come, I believe is May 5th? They are going to start going after those people that owe student loan debt, that are in major default on student loan debt. And, I understand that the previous administration said they were going to cancel out the debt, what have you. But what I don't understand is this: to me, when they said when the previous president said he was going to cancel out student loan debt, how is that possible? That's just like, for example, the mortgage on my house. If I chose to go, whoever the lender is, right? They say, hey, for whatever reason, we gonna cancel out Big D's mortgage. Gonna take him to zero. He don't owe nothing. But the question is that okay, so you cancel out my mortgage, I owe zero, but what happens to does that money just go away? That money counts against something. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, somebody's gonna have to pay for it. It ain't just gonna go away. It might go away for me if they chose to cancel out my mortgage obligation, but it's not going to just go away. Somebody is going to have to absorb that loss. And now imagine if my mortgage company done that for everybody who had a mortgage. Canceling out their mortgage, they owe nothing. Listen, this company, this mortgage company will go bankrupt. What do you think is happening to the United States of America? Why do you think that we are in this situation? So you got people coming on these YouTube streets saying, "Oh, it's effed up. Biden said he was gonna cancel out the student loans. I shouldn't have to pay back my 80,000, 90,000, $100,000 student loan debt." All the while, you got all these people out here who owe student loan debt, but they feel like they shouldn't have to pay for it. They feel like that they should be able to just went to school, got borrowed money for their education because they were told that the only way to make it in this country is with a college degree. And as I've said before, got three of them on the wall. A degree does not make you. All it will do is allow doors to open so you can cross a threshold to possibly get an interview, but it don't guarantee or solidify anything. The only thing a degree guarantees is that you don't pay for that motherfucker in cash, you don't have some type of scholarship or grant, your ass gonna have some type of student loan debt. That's the only thing a college degree guarantees for you. But I am back with the young sister that was in the worst sugar baby alive. Well, I am back again. She is back again with some nonsense. And this time, y'all gonna see her in her natural state. No Steven Spielberg movie magic going on in her face. None of the other makeup artistry they use. None of that. No lace front wigs, no Timu lace front wigs. We gonna catch her in her real state. Y'all gonna see what I saw.
So I called the student loans people yesterday, and I was like, "Ma'am, because I put me on deferment right now. I don't want no forbearance, no, because forbearance, if you didn't know, your interest continues to grow even though it's paused. No deferment. Thank you." And the lady said, "As of right now, your monthly payments are 1,500." $54. I said,
Listen, the fact of the matter that she owed that much student loan debt, that disqualifies her young ass for being anybody sugar baby. Listen, you don't even qualify to be little Pookie sugar baby. Little Pookie who about 45, 50 years old, still ain't got his life together. You don't even qualify to be his sugar baby. Bam. First of all, I was in the market for a sugar baby. You best believe that she is going to look the part. I am not going to pay for something or strike up an agreement for something that I don't want to look at. That I don't want to, when it's in my presence, that I'm gonna turn my face and say, man, damn, I feel like I should have paid, you know what I'm saying? I should have paid a little extra money and got the upgraded version. This version right here seems like I shortchanged myself. I should have paid a little bit more money and got an upgraded version because this version right here, this the version that don't have no electric windows, right? You gotta roll the windows down like that with the window crane, right? That's what you got right here. Man, this sister, listen, first of all, the qualifiers of sugar baby, you gotta look the damn part first. You gotta look the part. I mean, from head to toe, ma'am, and unfortunately, I'm not looking the part. But now you owe if your monthly payment on on your student loan, ma'am, that is listen, that's a mortgage payment. That's 2 car payments. 2 car payments. Ma'am, talking about you the worst sugar baby alive. Huh.
said, excuse me? No habla inglés. Huh? So then I said, this is a recorded line, right? She said, yes, ma'am, it is. I said, give me a second. I said, anybody who's on the other end, listen to me. I don't have it. That is rent. $1,554. I said, damn, they greedy, huh? They couldn't just make that 54 cents? Like, dollars? I said, that is rent.
Ma'am, you know what else you don't have? You don't have no femininity either. You don't have no feminine energy either. You don't. And as I said earlier, you probably could use a little, need to do a little bit more movement, you know what I'm saying? Not, gotta exercise, ma'am, because health is wealth, right? But above all, you got to get your financial situation together. Because right now, man, listen, family, I done been there, done that. I know about them student loans, but the fact is, you got to pay your obligation. You gotta pay your obligation because if things would have went the way the previous administration wanted to go, and they forgave all y'all that old student loan debt, just forgave everybody's debt. Man, listen, I guarantee you, this country will be in a whole lot worse situation than it is now. We already shooting bad, but we would have been. We listen. There's nowhere in the world that we could have survived waiving everybody's student loan obligation. There's no way the country could have survived that.
I don't have it. I don't have it. I will not have it. The lady said, yeah, this takes a couple of weeks. We already seen your application. It'll be applied. Okay. Thank you. 36 months? Thank you. I'll apply again in 3 years. Thank you.
So basically, what you saying, ma'am, is that you went because you saw the need for a higher level of education. You went and did the loan application, you were granted the loan, and not only did you get the student loan, but you also got the degree. I hope you got the degree. I hope for you all that have student loan debt that you at least finished your degree and you have a degree. But for you to go and get your degree and think that, okay, well, I shouldn't have to pay the money back. Oh, well, a student loan ain't the same as getting a a a a loan for a house or a loan for a car. Sure it is. It's the same thing. It is the same thing. It is no different from getting a loan for a house, car, a boat, a motorcycle, some jewelry. It is no different. But the thing about it is, because there were no consequences, everybody just blew off their student loan obligation. They said, F it. They've even came up with ways to subvert paying the student loan. Oh, just enroll back in school. All you gotta do is just take, you know what I'm saying, 1 or 2 classes or whatever semester, whatnot, and they'll defer your student loan because you're in school. And just do that until you die. Man, let me tell you, if that ain't all types of dusty, I don't know what is. That is dusty. That is dustiness to its highest level. And because I had student loan debt and I took care of my student loan debt and I paid on it like everybody else, well, I think I can sit here and pass judgment on the dusty folk that feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to pay my mortgage payment. It's okay to pay my my car loan. Even if I got some jewelry that I bought on credit, it's okay to pay that, but just blow off the student loan. But now we have consequences. And man, let me tell you something. You women talking about y'all the most educated and whatnot. Yeah, but y'all got the most student loan debt too. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't care if you a stunner. I don't care if you the nicest looking thing since beauty was ever came into existence. But man, if you got issues like financial issues, man, a man gonna be hard pressed to want to deal with you. You had better bring something else to the table besides student loan debt. And with the flex of, oh well, I'm highly educated. I'm a PhD. Okay. You're also a PhD that's in debt, that barely have a roof over your head and you barely surviving. So if we don't get this under control, a lot of things are going to be affected. A lot of things that could affect people's retirements, that can overall affect the economy because it's the domino effect. If you keep letting people default on all this student loan debt, and it just gets wiped away. It don't just get wiped away. Somebody's got to pay for it. And guess who been paying for it all this time? The taxpayers like me, you. Because when the previous administration said you know what I'm saying, they gonna get rid of your student loan debt, they gonna forgive it and whatnot. Listen, that liability is passed on to the taxpayers. It don't just go away. So it's okay, ma'am, for you to go to school, get your education, but now for whatever the reason, you can't afford to pay for it. You the worst sugar baby alive. You don't even know how to do that. To perhaps get a decent dude to, help you out with your situation, perhaps. You don't even know how to do that, but yet but you think it's okay for taxpayers to have to be stuck with your student loan debt. So it's okay for me to pay for your debt, and I don't know you from a can of paint. Man, family, like I said, it ain't just black folk who think like this. You got white folks who think like this too. You got white folk who think that it's okay to not pay their student loan debt. Family, we are in a sad place in this country. I hate to say it. And I'm not gonna say I don't know whose fault it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says Republican or Democrat. Listen, everybody done had a hand in messing it up. But now it's coming down to are we are we as a country willing to sacrifice, go without until we can get things back on track? Because it is going to take a collective effort of everybody to help get our country back on track. It's going to. It's going to. And if you the kind of person, all you care about is me, myself, and I, well, that's why we got the worst sugar baby alive. Don't want to pay her student loan obligation. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.